All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Castlevania Ravenloft. It's been 2 weeks since we've last gathered. The last thing that happened is you defeated the angel. Then afterwards, you had an encounter with Strahd. Alexandra, as always, has promised herself to some evil thing, and you made your way to Van Richten's
For
tower.
the good of the party.
Yes, to save the party, just like last time. Or at least Mr. Jeeves.
Some porn music.
No porn music. I don't think she's that willing. Or I don't know.
Nope.
I don't want to speak for you. But afterwards, you went to Van Richten's tower with Esmeralda. She took a little bit of time to herself in the van. I mean, the caravan, the van, into her cart. And you spoke with Van Richten and decided that it's a good idea to teach a few people how to do this ritual. Jack was a little familiar with it, but Elias has been showing Jack and Van Richten completely how to do the purification ritual for the other two sites. Van Richten had the idea that purifying two sites at once simultaneously might be wise and he based that off of Strahd attacking you after you purified a site. So apparently Strahd feels his disconnection with the land whenever that happens, and he knows about it, so that makes you an instant target. Strahd currently has a deal worked out with you to where you'll continue to look for Lisa, although you have been completely unable to find her thus far. Even any slight trace of her, to be honest. So, as you continue your quest, what would you like to do next? Currently, Van Richten and Elias and Jack are all practicing the ritual to purify a site.
As far as I know, our intention was to head back to Valaki, I believe, to collect Jack's silvered sword and to collect the spear of Longinus from the Barkov family.
Right.
That is one next step. Yeah, we're not certain that the Mordekov family possesses the spear currently, or where they took it or whatever. But going to Valaki was on the list, yeah, as well as the werewolf thing.
So, did I apply a long rest to everyone? Is everyone rested up?
You didn't apply a long rest, no, because I'm supposed to have 7 hit dice and I've only got 5.
Okay. Did you want to spend the rest of your time to do a long rest after the teachings are concluded? Or are you in a rush to get to Vlaki or wherever else as soon as possible?
I think we're doing a long rest because we have some move points and we need our spells back.
And you can also unlock more of the Tome of Strahd as well. Oh, no,
No,
wait,
you
no, you
can't.
can't, because he took it back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. The rest of the secrets locked away in the Tome of Strahd will forever remain a mystery. Unless you defeat him, then maybe you could find it again. Alright, so I will apply that long rest then.
I bet Alex could go get those secrets.
You could try.
No, that's alright.
Alright. After you feel confident that everyone who needs to know it knows the ritual of purification, understanding that it may be slightly different depending on the site, you think that if you were in the site, you could possibly gain enough information to actually do it. It just might take you a bit of time because you don't have any text to go over specifically. But if you were to see the same symbols that you saw previously, you would understand the last little bits to plug in to make it work. Uneventfully, you get through the night. Everyone is well rested. In the morning, Esmeralda and Rudolph Van Richten seem eager to see what you do next, knowing if they can help, that they surely will.
Was the little Vistana girl?
Oh yes, the little Vistani girl, Rudolph Van Richten, says that he delivered her while you guys were away to a Vistani camp that's close to Vallaki. He says that he doesn't really care for the Vistani that he met there. When he arrived, one of them was being whipped to near the point of death for letting the girl out of their sight. So when the girl arrived, that punishment ceased, but he did not make small talk with them. He explains that he basically just confirmed with the girl that that's where she belonged. She said yes, and he got out as soon as possible.
So shall we be off to Vallaki then, gentlemen? Or did you have something else in mind?
Vallaki sounds good.
Certainly.
All right. Well, I know you guys were interested in gaining some new armors, but if Bildrath is your best option for that, you know he doesn't sell very expensive stuff, so it's not going to be anything great if he has it, and it's probably going to be, in your opinion, overpriced. Supply and demand, I don't know. So Vallaki, we go.
It's gonna take us a little while to get back to Barovia from Vallaki, though, won't it?
This land does not take all that much to get through. I can check the time if you'd like, the travel time. You have a horse
Yeah, I
and
think it's
cart
only
now.
like maybe, yeah, even like 5 or 6 hours.
Would you like me to check on the time?
No, that's fine. I was just concerned because we were going to stop and check in on Ismark as well after his friend got taken.
Yeah, you know that Elena got taken quite a while ago because it's not the first time that Strahd's mentioned her. When you were at Lasaiga Hill with the tree where you found the axe and the witch, he had mentioned her then as well. So it's been some time since she's been a so-called guest at Castle Ravenloft. So journeying to Vallaki, is that clear? Is that what we're doing?
Yep.
Would you like to take the wooded path or the more well-worn path?
Let's take the wooded path, honestly, because Fallish Road is so infested with wolves.
All right. Okay, on your way there, you get about halfway through, and you discover a corpse.
Whew.
Set it on fire, poke it with a stick.
It looks like it's already been poked with a stick. The corpse apparently belonged to a wolf killed by spears and crossbow bolts. But you can set it on fire if you'd wish.
As a warning to all of its friends.
No, it's Jack, so acid splashed on its face.
Okay, Jack melts away the face of the deceased wolf.
Are you quite amused, Jack?
Not nearly as amused as I'm gonna be.
Shall we continue on then?
Aye.
You continue on to Valaki. When you get to Valaki, they open the gates. They recognize you easily. Let me just share that map now. All right. All right, so they let you in. And where would you like to go first? The first thing you pass that's of major importance is the church, no matter which way you go through. So, St. Angel's Church, the old slouching, centuries-old stone building, will be the first thing you pass. The weather, as usual, in Barovia is very thick with fog. Fortunately, there's no rain at the moment. It's still early morning.
Well, unless something stops us on the way to the Blue Water Tavern, we'll just pass by the church.
Okay. You pass by the church. Eventually, you pass the street that leads to Belinsky's Toys and the Burgermaster's Mansion, and instead arrive at the Blue Water Inn. When you enter, you see the face light up of Erwin Mardikoff, and he smiles broadly and waves Elias over with a hand.
Hello, sir. It is good to see you again.
Aye, it's good to see you too. I was just about to send for you. I have something to show you. And he looks around at the other patrons in the bar and sees that there's only one. And he walks over to that early morning visitor and he says, we have to close shop for a little bit. I hope you don't mind. Health inspection. And he escorts them out. After that, he takes you upstairs near where Rictavio's room was close by, and he reveals a secret panel that opens up to a secret room. And he takes you down to what looks to be a private area that no one else really knows about, and produces the Spear of Longinus to you. It looks like it's still ancient as a spear tip, but for the rest of it, it looks very reinforced. The way it's made, it looks like even though the spear tip may be very ancient, it's braced in a way that keeps it strong. You feel confident that a blow done with this, the cutting would be done by the spear tip, but most of the brunt force would be taken by the braces that surround the tip itself. So it looks well made and very well crafted.
Wow, you lot have done a fine job. I'm deeply impressed. I don't know what else to say. This is such a priceless and just remarkable artifact.
We hope you put it to good use. We have great faith in you. If you found this, we believe that you're a very special group. I hope it serves you and the rest of Barovia very well.
So Elias takes it in his hands, but once he grasps it in his hands, both of them, and holds it at waist level, his hands quiver. He's not quite ready to hoist it as a weapon, but he at least holds it and stares at it for a moment and just mutters under his breath, "Thank you," as he stares at it for a solid minute.
Well, let's get back to your friends unless you had anything else to say.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yes, thank you.
All right. He takes you back through the secret panel, and you can conceal the spear any way you'd like, or wield it. I don't know how you want to carry it, but it's quite an impressive looking weapon. It might draw some attention.
He walks fairly slowly with it and carries it like
Like his favorite fishing pole.
And while he's doing that, praying and sorting out what he's going to do with it.
All right. Well, it looks like you have the Blue Water Inn to yourself. You and your friends are here and able to speak freely.
It is not to be used to roast marshmallows.
Are you joking? Of course. No.
What about holy marshmallows?
Marshmallows haven't been invented yet.
I'm just being a smart ass. That was totally out of character.
I know. I'm just kidding. Anyways.
With this and your whip, Alexandra, we have 2 relics of unspeakable importance.
We do indeed, and Strahd didn't seem at all pleased by this new whip.
Yes, I recall that. He seemed quite disturbed by it.
Danica says, "So, you've encountered Strahd and he didn't like your whip? Did you battle the beast? The devil himself?"
We did. And we somehow survived to tell the tale.
He kicked our ass and let us live because we were properly servile.
It was also thanks to Vistani that we met. So her name is Esmeralda. She's in.
Who nearly died. Make no mistake, he
Yes.
beat us almost effortlessly.
Yes, Esmeralda stayed behind with Rudolph and Richten to catch up with her old mentor. But Danica and Erwin look extremely interested in this encounter with Strahd that you mentioned. And he says, "Well, if that whip was something that he might fear, just wait until he gets a poke of this." And he points over to Elias.
Yes, I think that may be the perfect time for me to test my resolve of using this weapon. It will be worth it, and I can certainly have ease in my heart and peace of mind using it that way.
Erwin looks to Jack and he says, "I have some bad news."
About?
Well, it seems that from the Order of the Feather you requested 3 watchers to keep an eye on some strange old man in the woods.
He gave them the slip, didn't he?
Aye.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Do your friends know about the... Have they discovered your secret yet?
My friends know that I turn feathery. That's about it.
Haha. Yes, that's what I mentioned. Or that's what I meant. We'd appreciate it if you kept that as quiet as possible. You see, if Strahd was to find out in any way, I'm sure he would have us all wiped out as quick as possible, or toy with us as he already does. He doesn't know about the Order. He just knows that there are were-ravens here.
Although, we did encounter possibly a huge number of were-ravens imprisoned in the swamp.
Indeed. We were looking to free them, but we were warned by the witch at the time not to touch anything there.
Well, I have an agent that I've sent, or that the Order has sent, not me personally, to investigate. She should be investigating a way to free the ravens as we speak. I sent her days ago.
Yes, I think we mentioned that to you some time ago.
Erwin,
And when she doesn't return, let us know.
Well, it has been a few days, but I trust that the Order will take care of that business as best as we can. If we need your help,
Erwin.
Jack, we will ask.
During the witch burning that took place here, by the Baron's order, there was another woman we encountered in the swamp with bright flaming red hair. She may have been riding a skull, another witch perhaps. Did you happen to see her here?
We do get very detailed rumors thanks to our profession. Lips seem to loosen when a little bit of wine has passed. So, the only interesting characters that we've seen since you've last left us, there was a rumor of a interesting character at one of the balls that the burgomaster had thrown. Other than that, stranger, I do not believe that there was any other newcomers to Vallaki.
An interesting character, you say?
Yes, she had red hair, but her face was concealed by a mask. She did not socialize too much at the ball. Believe she may return again. The burgomaster enjoys throwing the balls now that he doesn't do as many of those ridiculous celebrations.
She turns to Elias and smiles.
It had to be her. Elias's grip tightens on the spear.
I see no other alternative then, my friend. We shall have to attend one of these balls eventually.
Aye, well, I don't know when the burgomaster plans on inviting the entire town and its nobility to another one. The common folk weren't privy.
The common folk perhaps not, but would he really deny his champions?
Of course not.
And I also want to apologize for frightening you and your family before. I wasn't in my right mind. I apologize.
You and your friends have been a great help to us. Restored the wine gem that allows us to continue our business and keep this land sane. We trust Jack like family now. Any problems for him is problems for us.
As well, we thank you for entrusting Jackson this spear for me, and I hate even using the word spear for this. Everything you've done, sir, and giving me the tome. But speaking of that, I have some bad news regarding that.
What's just your news then?
He has taken the tome back.
Well, it's not like I could read it anyway.
Yes, I think I was able to garner as much knowledge as I could, and we did learn how to purify the sites from it, and as well as quite a bit of that you've helped us get ready. So I think I got just as much as I really needed from it before he took it from us.
Well, we are definitely enemies of Strahd. Is there anything that you need to pass on to us in case you perish?
As a matter of fact, there is.
Out with it.
How about a ritual to break his hold over the land?
Please tell me.
Jack will inform him of the ritual in exacting detail.
Okay. So you explained to Erwin the 3 sites, one of which is already purified, and basically just a roundabout method of purifying the sites. Erwin tells you he doesn't think that that's something that he could accomplish, but he's glad that if you tell him that Van Richten knows, and he knows of Van Richten's secret identity. I'm assuming if you tell him, you're not sure if he knew about that or not. So, is that news that you want to break to him now? Unless I'm forgetting something.
I don't remember specifically if we've talked about that with him or not.
Yeah, I don't think it's been mentioned. Van Richten just left eventually, or at some point he just stopped being a patron here at this place to stay. He took his interesting carnival wagon and parked it behind the tower and left.
Well, for now, I don't see any specific reason to bring it up, so we'll just leave that as it is, I guess. But as Jack is explaining the ritual to Erwin, Elias will say, "I'm not sure if the old man did or not, but someone should write this down in the common language so that if we do perish, the upcoming generations will know that this can be done."
I can barely even understand what you're talking about. I definitely couldn't describe it.
Jack will likely have written it down during the long rest at Rictavio's tower.
Okay. Do you want to pass those notes on to the Order of the Feather?
Yes.
Okay.
He hands him a sheet of papers, probably 3 or 4 pages long, complete with diagrams to the best of his ability. Also a doodle on the back of a little stick figure, hitting another little stick figure with the cane over the head repeatedly.
I expected a potato on the stick figure.
Oh, I got the potato, but it's for something else.
Very good, Jack. Thank you. I didn't know you wrote those down. Excellent.
I would like you to make a intelligence roll for that. Let's see. I'll look at Jack's stats here.
Sure.
Go ahead and make it again, because that was terrible.
Wow.
All right, with advantage. You aren't exactly confident that you were able to really jot down the instructions in the most precise way.
But that doodle, though.
That doodle looks great, though.
So Elias will glance over the papers as he's handing them over to Erwin and shake his head a bit and say, "Well, I may need to do this again later. After all, it's mostly a very clerical type thing. Well, you are a priest now, of course."
Here.
It's not
Go
entirely
ahead and
clerical,
take
actually.
me now, and I'll do another set later that's better, when I'm not quite so angry.
You think that as much as it is a holy ritual to purify, it's just as much what began it, which was an arcane binding to the land, which was not in any way holy or unholy. It was simply alchemical. So yeah,
Or just reverse.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
It will take some amount of holiness to purify it, but you think that it's the kind of faith that any non-cleric or paladin could muster. Faith is required, though.
Anyway, maybe some more note later.
All right. Well, regardless of the quality of the notes, Erwin accepts them.
If nothing else, a reminder of what this is, an overview of what we're talking about.
Yeah. He says, "Well, I wish there was more that we could do to help. If you need information, we're the place to come to. But crafting this spear is to the best of our ability. It would take us a long time to do anything else physically like this. But if you need anything reforged, we do have a weaponsmith that is good at tinkering."
And what about Jack's rapier project?
He asked the burgomaster about that, not them.
Jack was seeking a silvered rapier. Is that it?
Jack was what?
You were seeking a silvered rapier. Is that right?
I was, but I've moved on. I had a silver longsword. Its name is Wolfalger.
All right.
A silver short sword, I mean.
All right then.
Well, if he's moved on, could Alexandra have it instead of the one she currently has?
You have a holy
Sure.
whip, so I don't know why you would need one.
Does that work against werewolves?
Yes.
Okay, then.
If it's already made and taken care of, then sure. If not, I don't care. So long as you name it after me.
Of course I would.
Just like your firstborn. No take backsies. Then he gets a blanched, really disgusted look on his face, considering.
What? That his last name
Alexander.
might be Zarovich?
What?
Nothing. I'm just imagining Jack von Zarovich as your baby, the firstborn. Because you're
Well,
never mind.
no, he's just considering that
Wait,
there is
what?
Music or Strahd, and they're like her two most current perspectives. That then he decides, yeah, name it after me anyway.
I think you mean Jack Strosny, right?
Well, I was just saying, like, we were joking around that that last session, Strahd wanted Alexandra to promise that she would stay as a permanent guest in the house. It wasn't specifically a like mate type queen thing, but you guys were making the jokes, so I was just continuing it. I don't think vampires can have babies anyway. That's some Twilight bullshit.
Actually, I will get into that discussion with you another time.
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean,
Alucard
Alucard.
exists. So...
Yeah, we'll have that discussion another time, Mike. I'll tell you details.
I don't
Not
want to know
those
what comes out
details.
of
Not
vampires.
those details!
A girl and a boy really like each
Oh my
other.
god!
When Edward and Bella really love each other.
Holy shit.
Well, back to the game, guys.
Yeah.
You get a super sparkly, intelligent baby. Okay,
Enough.
anyways. I read all those books, just for the record.
I'm sorry.
I'm terribly sorry.
They're alright, up until I didn't like
Anyway.
them. Anyways.
Well, Erwin, sir, one last thing I will say. If we do perish and we do fail, I give you full permission to completely loot my body and take whatever you can to give us up to do this task.
If you're to fall, it will be in a dangerous place. One that only the spirit could take you is that distance. I'm not sure if we could even recover such an artifact.
I pray that you can if worst comes to worst. Or if someone can, because this will be such a waste if we do fail.
Be smart. I have faith in you. Don't die.
Thank you, good sir.
So, where do we stand?
Well, we must find the next sites to be purified and do them at the same time. We have Rictavia and Esmeralda, and maybe possibly later others that can help. We also have your potato mission.
And we should go check on Ismark.
Indeed.
Before we do leave, Erwin, can I have a word?
Aye, lass. Whatever you need. In private?
Indeed.
To the kitchen, then. And he takes you to the kitchen. It's just you and him now.
This may come as a shock, but I would like you to listen to what I have to say before you condemn me for it.
Of course, my lady. And you see next to you is a pile of fresh potatoes.
As you are aware, my friends did murder Izek Straussny in retribution for him killing me.
Ah, it's good the evil bastard is gone from these lands.
About that!
Shut up! He was gone from these lands. But he's not the same evil bastard that he was when he was captain of the guard here. I'm not sure if you were aware, but I did die a second time. I encountered him in the mists in the spirit world.
By God,
He'd been infected.
certainly have quite a bit of adventure since the last time we've met.
Yes, it's been a very wild ride. But anyway, when I encountered him in the afterlife there, I discovered he was actually being possessed by a demonic parasite. I defeated the creature. I helped cleanse his mind a little. But when we went to Kresk, we encountered the abbot. He was some supernatural, angel-like creature. He was able to bring people back from the dead with no lasting effects, no madness. I had him bring Izek back from the dead, and further cleanse his mind.
Aye, what a story. Where's Izek now?
He's in Kresk, actually at the Abbey of St. Markovia.
With the abbot, then.
The abbot is dead.
Oh, Jesus. It sounds like your
well,
story may be too involved for me to fully understand, but if you're warning me that Izek is back in the land, we'll be ready for it.
There is a reason. No, there's a reason I'm telling you these things. As I said before, he's not the same person he was before he was murdered by my friends. He's a changed man.
Murdered by your friends?
Executed.
They avenged your death, my lady.
Something I would rather them not have done.
If anyone was murdered, it was you.
I would rather them have just left this place safe and sound, but regardless, what's done is done. The reason I'm telling you all of this is because he's at the Abbey right now. He is a changed man, but he's without supplies.
Look, changed man or not, he is not welcome here, and I will certainly not do anything to help him.
He won't be returning to Vallaki. But
Good.
I was
That
wondering...
is the best news I can hear all day. Hearing that he's still roaming the land is not the best news, though.
He's not roaming. He has no intention of leaving the Abbey.
I do not know what you've been through since the last time I saw you. And I'm sorry that you were slain twice now. And whatever toll that takes on your soul, just keep Izek Straussny away from Vallaki.
He won't be returning here. But because of that, I did have a request. He's there without supplies. And as I said, he has no intention of leaving. I was wondering if I paid you a small sum, if you could ensure someone would deliver food, rations, drink there.
I'll not send anyone, for the fear that he may discover our secret.
He already knows. I told him.
What? He knows of the Martikov family?
He does.
Get out of my kitchen.
And she sighs and turns to leave.
He doesn't follow. Alexandra comes into the room with the rest of everyone.
Ah, Alex, you're back. Is everyone set to go then?
Indeed.
Did I ever mention the mists? The mists talk to me.
The what?
Yeah, well, I was talking with the wizard in the forest. Well, long story short, I have this cool new book, and it has spells in it, and It may have come from a dark power. Or a light power. Not really sure.
Are you still quite sane, Jack? Are you seeing wizards in the woods that turn into deers, and you have mist that talks to you, and you're a bird?
You're a bird.
Oh, I'm quite sane. Come out, come look at this. Is there anybody in the street?
Sure.
Sure. Is there a spot in the street where there is nobody at?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's early in the morning. There's a
good.
patron waiting to come back into the tavern as soon as the health inspection is done.
I take Elias out, arm around his shoulder, and say, "You see that empty area over there?
I see an area that is empty, indeed.
Good. Sacred flame right on that area."
Sacred Flame is a holy spell.
Yes, it is, but under the terms of the Warlock book, it is in my spellbook.
What? Well, I'm just
Path
saying
of
out
the
of
Tome.
character.
There's an invocation.
The DM is impressed by this. You can cast divine magic as a warlock?
I can cast a very limited number of spells. I can cast...
That's a
You
cantrip.
get to pick 3 cantrips from any class.
Really? Interesting.
Yep.
Elias's eyes widen and say, "That's Sacred Flame. I didn't know you could do that."
I couldn't. I can now. That's my point, though. Jack holds up his notebook. The one he was writing in and has been kind of paging through and looking at. So long as I hold this, my Book of Shadows, yes, I can.
And where did this book come from again?
Say what?
And where did this book come from again?
The mists.
I'm afraid I don't follow it.
Jack pats Elias on the head. It's okay, I understand.
I don't understand. With that, I'll be right back. Hold on. Or continue. Talk amongst yourselves.
For the record, I can also do the spell Guidance and spare the... Hang on, Jack has to check. He looks in the book and... spare the dying.
Yes, I have that as well. Well, I suppose that we should possibly have differing cantrips then.
Say what?
Well, I suppose that we should have differing cantrips then and cover different bases.
Not at all. We're in a place where holy magic is God sent.
True enough, having 2 of them dying would be certainly useful.
I can do a lot of things. I just felt the need to have holy flames among my arsenal. Also, I thought it might really yank your chain if I went around calling myself a priest because of it. But you never rose to the occasion.
Yeah,
So there you go.
Yeah, I figured that was possibly one of your objectives, but whatever the case, call yourself what you will, but that sounds very helpful to our cause.
The DM's back, by the way.
Welcome back.
Here's hoping I didn't sell my soul to do it.
Well, your soul may be in better condition than mine, Jack Motley, as I still don't have a shadow.
Oh, also, you know, your wanton attempted murder of an holy divine angel.
Yes. I'm quite sure about that guy.
Although, once again, I dealt the killing blow, so, you know. I leave you not far beyond redemption and hope one day that if you are considered a mad zealot who's gone way too far into his religion, that someone doesn't look at you and say, oh, he's too far gone. And with that, Jack turns and walks inside.
Elias smiles and shakes his head and walks back in with him.
As you're walking in, Elias, the patron that was asked to leave earlier says, "Is the health inspection over?"
Yes. Sir, you may come back inside.
Excellent. He goes in and
Yes,
orders
health
breakfast.
And Elias is holding his under his robe now to at least hide the head of it.
Jack, when you come in, you hear Erwin call you from the kitchen.
Jack goes into the kitchen.
Erwin says, "Alexandra says that Isaac Strozny knows of our secret. He's back in the world of the living."
Did Alexander ever mention that the Mardikovs were were-ravens? I know she told him that I was.
Yes, she did.
Yes, that happened.
Regrettably, yes. I smacked her on the back of the head for it, but it was far too late. Her mouth had already gone wandering.
We would never do anything to harm you and your friends. Does that include Isaac Strozny?
Fuck. Jack looks perturbed. And he looks back at Erwin. Do you remember what I told you when you first asked me what my concerns about, what my feelings on were-beasts were?
Aye, and I liked your answer about how there are some good ones and there are some bad ones. Or at least that's how I remember.
The same goes for people. And Isaac Strozny, at just this moment, is a brand new people. The eyes of the man I met who came back into the Abbey were different than the eyes of the man we put down.
So you're saying it's unadvised if I send the rest of the order to take care of this loose end?
I'm saying you might be putting to death an innocent man.
Sometimes the death of one innocent might be best for the land. And I don't believe he's that innocent. Just consider this, Jack. Before you go any further, listen. What if he was taken by Strahd? What if he was tortured or convinced to be something less than you think he is? If he gave away our secret, they would be sure to wipe us all out, starting with us here in this tavern. Under his nose this whole time in Vallaki, we are able to operate here and be a safe haven. But he was our greatest enemy. You must understand, even beyond the Burgomaster and whatever ridiculous things he may think, the true evil in this land has been that man. If it means he go on, I'll trust your judgment. But if you think that he could be a loose end that leads to our demise, know that that judgment rests on you should it come to pass.
I understand your position, and I will not say that it would be unstrategic to kill him.
So you're agreeing then?
I can't agree because I don't know whether or not he's innocent. I know that I've already put to death one innocent woman since we've been here, at least one, for the sake of mission. I know that he came back from the dead a changed man. I know that, as far as I know, Strahd has no current interest or awareness that he's returned from the dead. But I also understand that it's a lot to put your faith in I don't knows. It will upset Alexandra.
She doesn't need to know it was us that did it.
I would not I'm saying that I'm too close to the situation.
So you
By
think
and
it
large.
wisest that he be dealt with then, is what I'm understanding then.
In pure objectivity, unfortunately, I do. But I will tell you that he has made that he is not leaving the Abbey at the moment. He intends to live there, stay there, seclude himself.
Then we know where to find him. Thank you, Chuck.
What I would suggest is taking 3 to 6 of the Watchers and posting them at the Abbey as guards.
That's a considerable amount, more than you realize.
I don't know your numbers. A reasonable amount while still being enough to execute them if you should come down to it.
I think maybe I'll just send one to keep an eye on him every once in a while. We'll see how it goes. If he moves from the
And
Abbey...
then if it becomes necessity, but not unless it becomes one. Do you understand my meaning?
Aye. But if Strahd gets to him before we can... I dread to know
I
what
think
might
Strahd
happen.
is more interested in us.
Don't underestimate the devil. He'll find what you love the most and turn it on
Oh,
you.
believe me, I don't. The only reason we did not die is because we groveled.
If you've known all of the
Or more
children that have
precisely,
been...
Alexandra groveled.
Children that
She
have
offered
been
herself
turned.
up to him for our good, which is the only reason I'm not saying yes. Slit the bastard's throat. Well, one of a number of reasons. But it's in there.
One of his cruelties he enjoys most is taking people that are loved ones of those he wished to torment. Just understand that if
He
Ezek
wants
is a...
Alexandra, not
Aye, and to get to those people, he will use those they care about. It's a long-known habit of this creature. I have all of the information I need from you. Thank you for being so honest.
You're welcome. I wish I could have been more helpful.
If you need us, we're here for you. And if we need you, we'll try to
I know
find you.
Erwin. Alright. I suppose I should go rejoin my friends.
Did you need a fresh potato?
No, I'm good.
Haha.
The place it's going is wrinkly and smelly anyway.
Very well then. Back to your friends with you. I feel like staying in the kitchen, to be honest, though, so this will be my farewell. I have an order of breakfast to cook. You can tell that he's brooding still.
Has Jack exited the kitchen now?
What's up to Jack? Think he fell asleep.
Okay.
Mr.
Rejoin the
Cheese.
table,
All right.
and then once again. So, here's how it stands. We know what we need to be doing. Our enemy is more powerful than us. More aware than us. He could be watching us right now. And we're kind of screwed.
Well, each of us has met secretly with Erwin, except for you, Jeeves. Would you like to turn?
I'm good.
All right. Well, Yes, I find myself agreeing, Jack. We're stuck in quite a hard, between a rock and a hard place here. We need to do this purification deal, but we also have to find Lisa at some point. We have several different things carrying at us. I'm not sure what our first step should be myself, honestly.
We have no clues and no indication whatsoever.
Alex, are you sure you're not Lisa?
I'm quite sure. I think I'd remember if I existed in this land.
I was mostly kidding with you, but it is slightly suspicious how you seem to resemble her, yet we have seen or heard no trace of her since we've been here.
I'm as baffled as you are, believe me.
Jeeves, do you have anything?
Nope.
Okay, then. Shall we be off then?
Where shall we go? To the village of Barovia to see Ismark, or to the forests?
It doesn't matter to me. I get the feeling I'm no longer welcome.
Let's cleanse some wolf taint.
Gross.
That sounds really disgusting. Good way to start cleaning something, so...
Look, we have some well-meaning justice. Vengeance. Justice to mete out.
You're a natural priest, Jack Motley. Alright, well, that's fine with me, I suppose. It is actually where the forested purification sites around the wolves somewhere, so that's right with me. What of visiting Ismark?
What have we to offer him yet?
That is the truth, and it seems that Olena has been gone for some time now, and we don't have any good news for him as far as progress.
Hi, Ismark. Your lady friend's been kidnapped by Strahd. We don't know what we're doing to help. We don't think we can help whatsoever. We haven't made any appreciable progress in finding your sister, which is giving us oh so much trouble with the demon vampire himself. And we just wanted to come and tell you all that. Wonderful creature. A model of compassion you'll be.
Yes, that was the summation I was making before your preview of the episode. Yeah, I don't think that would be advised. Aside from us possibly getting some nice waffles, I don't think it's a great idea. I do kind of worry for the safety and well-being of our friends in the village of Barovia, as it has been some time, but we are also pressed for time ourselves. So. Alex?
It doesn't much matter to me either way. If you say dealing with the wolves is the best option, then let's go deal with them.
All right. I suppose we're in agreement then.
So, going back to the forests.
Yes. Okay, so you begin your trek then to the place marked on the map for the werewolves. It's still early in the day. You think that you have plenty of sunlight left.
Wolf taint. We have to clean it.
All right, off to the wolf taint we go. Okay. All right. Would you want to take the path that is wooded or not so wooded?
Where is this at on the map again?
You will eventually arrive here. It's just a matter if you want to take this route that kind of goes by Lake Baratok, or bypass it and take the more traveled route, and then go through the plains up the hills.
Let's avoid Svalich Road.
Avoid the
Yeah, that's
Svalich
what-
Road? Okay.
Yeah, that's what we did last time. It worked out fine. We'll do that again.
Okay.
It's one of the good bits of information that Ezek did pass on. Svalich Road is infested with wolves.
Yeah, it's probably a good place for them to find food.
Oh, fuck. The DM giggled. Everybody roll initiative.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're going to battle Mike's giggles.
Yes, the DM's giggles.
Ooh!
Oh, a natural
Whoa.
20.
Oh, you're serious? Oh, okay.
Yeah!
Wow, that's the highest I've
Oh,
ever
you
got.
came so close to being 22. So, natural 20. I guess whatever's out there that you had in store for us did not get the jump on me.
Well, I haven't rolled initiative yet, but we'll see. Did I? I did. I completely lost that. Here we go. Find a good battle map. You can enlarge that if you'd like to fit your screen.
Mike, did you ever drop the silver rapier into the party window or anything for me to take?
No. Where did it come from?
Jack.
It came from what?
I don't think we confirmed the existence of it though.
Right.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
The Shrieking Jeeves. The Shrieking Holy Man. I don't know why, Jack. I made you one click too small. Alright. You hear rustling in the woods close to you. This is where you found the corpse of that dead wolf that Jack melted the face off with acid.
Oh, great. That was a bad idea. You pissed off its friends.
What you're hearing sounds large. It sounds like there's more than one of them. You've already rolled initiative. Roll perception checks.
Wow. Natural 20 and a natural 1. What the fuck?
Well, the natural 20 will let you even point out, too. The natural 1. Oh, that's great.
Too busy cheering to see anything.
Alexandra, what the heck? You're on both ends of the spectrum tonight.
No shit, right?
Sometimes life's like that. The highs are just as critical as the lows. So where did the the natural 20 was for initiative. There was no natural 20 in spotting. What was the best spot we got? I think the best spot we have is 15. Or perception checks from Elias and Jack.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Both of you thankfully notice there are dire wolves circling you. You can't quite tell how many yet, but you know it's more than one. And you see them. What would you like to do? You think that they're about to get in a position where they want to ambush you, but you've noticed them before they were able to.
Can I hide?
Call a halt.
All right, Mr. Jeeves, you see your companion call for a halt, and at that point, you may look around for a place to hide real quick. So go ahead and roll a hide check. All right, you find a nearby tree, and you think that you're well hidden.
Alrighty.
Actually, let's since they were circling you, let's put you guys up closer to this area.
Are those trees like traversable by the wolves, or are those like impassable, or are they just?
They're impassable.
Okay, good. So we can like put our backs to this from that direction.
Well, like I said, they were circling you. But you can position yourself real quick if you'd like. I've just put Jeeves kind of by a tree. Go ahead and position yourselves. On a square, Elias. There you go. Jeeves, I kind of had you off to the center, or off to the center of the tree, but there we go. Okay, is this good?
Climb the tree.
Yep.
All right. You see a couple of these things, but you know absolutely sure that there are more. These are the two that you spot with your perception checks. And Alexandra, you are first. You spot two giant-sized wolves. These are larger than any normal wolves you've ever seen.
That's a big D.
It's not quite that big.
That's what she said.
Oh. Okay. In all seriousness, time for the longbow. Because she ain't moving close enough to those by her free will to attack them, so.
Okay, well, Jack's in between you and one of them. Are you going to shoot to the other?
She's going to shoot at the one closest to them. Closest to her and Jeeves, that is.
That's a hit. Alright, you've wounded it. As you draw your bow, you loose an arrow. Thwang, the arrow dives deep into the shoulder of the dire wolf.
And second attack. Another shot with the arrow.
Okay. Another hit. Oh, excellent. Heavy damage. This one lands right between its shoulder blades. It doesn't drop, but it yelps in pain. All right. Anything else before Mr. Jeeves will go?
No, that'll work.
Okay. Mr. Jeeves, you are currently...
Oh, you just skip right over.
Oh, we both did that at the same time.
Yeah, we did.
I'm not used to people clicking on the thing, but that's good. Thank you. I'm glad that you did that. Mr. Jeeves, it's your turn.
Yes. Okay. So, being hidden, or hoping I'm hidden, does that give me advantage?
Yeah, but if you start moving to where it can see you, you probably wouldn't be able to get a shot on it. You think that maybe you could get a sneak attack in with one bow shot, or you think that if it got closer, you could get in after it was close. You can delay your turn if you wish, or you can take a shot with a bow now.
No, I'm gonna take a shot with a bow.
Okay. It will be with sneak attack.
Okay.
Which one do you want to hit?
Okay, so Alex is hitting the one to the south, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I'll try that one. See if we can finish it off.
Yeah, it looks like it's in bad shape already.
Fighting side by side again without me trying to kill you, Jeeves. Doesn't it feel great?
It does. Please don't let me roll a 1.
Please let him roll a 1.
Oh my god!
4.
Wow.
The 4 is a miss.
Yeah. Alright. Moving on.
Alright, your
You try.
location
That's
is...
a bonus action. Can I try and hide again?
You think that you may have given your position away. You would have to move somewhere else if you'd like to hide.
Yeah, okay. I'll stay put.
Alright.
You tried, old man. Your vision's failing you.
Yeah.
It's not nice.
He knows I love him.
Is Alexandra ever really nice?
Hey!
If you're a bad guy, maybe.
Yeah. Alright, so I will hit the next actor button if Mark doesn't. There we go. Elias, it's your turn.
Right. So we can only see these two, but we have a feeling there's more. Right?
Yes. Would you like to look for the rest of them?
Can I do that without moving?
Yeah, you can look around without moving.
Yeah, let me try to spot the rest of them.
Go ahead and roll a perception check with advantage. Excellent. You're able to point out to the rest of the party where the others are. One moment while I shrink their tokens, because this is a good old map that already has grids on it, which I don't prefer, honestly, just because of this reason. Alright, you see a total of 5 dire wolves. It looks like they were trying to get in at sneaky places to get a hold of you, but they're pretty far away. The 2 that are closest were the ones that you saw.
Alright, well, I'll inform my party members that there are a total of 2 due north of us, 1 northeast, as well as 2 south.
Mm-hmm. Everyone sees them now, and you're still able to take your full actions.
Be careful, Elias. Last time you didn't fare so well against these, if I recall.
I recall it quite well, and no, I did not.
Those were regular wolves. The last dire wolves you found, you ran from. Jack was able to lead them off.
Yeah, I was surrounded by 4 or 5 of them, and they ate me up.
They were
As I
regular
recall.
wolves, though.
Yeah.
These
Be
are
on your
much
guard
larger.
then.
Let's see. Elias will. He's not using the spear yet. It's not in my inventory anyway, so. But he'll
It
cast the
should be in
guiding-
your inventory. Why is it not? Because I haven't put it there?
Probably.
Well, we need to remedy that right now, because if you want to use it, it's available. So, hold on.
He probably wasn't going to anyway. Unless he, like, is near death or something and has to.
Why? Because it's holy?
And you know how Elias is. He's really serious about these things. I'm also thinking about doing like a special episode, Nightmare Rite of Passage type thing, where he like, you know, comes into using it more.
Interesting.
Maybe he won't have to, but we'll see.
But you haven't even seen the stats for this thing yet? Is that what I'm understanding correctly?
I have not seen the stats for that thing.
Okay, it's there now.
Lancia Longini.
Yep.
Guini.
When you hit with a melee attack using this, and you reduce a target to 0, you gain 2d6 temporary hit points.
Huh.
Slap him with a wet noodle. Get health. Works great.
It's versatile, so if you wield it with both hands, it's 1d8. It counts as a magic weapon, and you can throw it if you want. Yeah, but one-handed is 1d6.
Just saying, it would really suck if he threw it and it missed.
It would. He's not the most dexterous adventurer.
I know. I know.
We've all heard about Elias's dexterity.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you said one-handed, it's
1d6. Yeah, and if you're holding it with two hands, you get a d8.
Okay, well, he usually has a shield anyway, so that might be kind of weird. But,
Yeah, with a shield, you're more like a Spartan out of 300.
right, yeah. He's pretty strong, so he could probably manage that. But anyway, I'll be using Guiding Bolt on the closer dire wolf.
All right. That's a hit. Holy crap. Yes. It is wounded. That you said the closer one. That was the one to the north?
Yeah, because the other one looks like it's blocked by trees, so I don't think I could hit it very well.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely have wounded it. As will you explain what Guiding Bolt looks like when you cast it?
Looks very similar to Sypha or Yoko Belnada's lightning spheres. So it's just a multiple balls of light that are blue colored that kind of pulsate and like a magic missile, but lightning, and they shift towards their target.
Yes, and they strike into the wolf, and it howls in protest as you've singed it. It looks like it can't take much more of that. And my soundboard apparently isn't working tonight. I don't know why. I thought I had it all worked out.
What are you giggling at, April?
Nothing, I'll tell you after the session.
Well, we can know now if you'd like. I'm kind of
No. No, it'll disrupt gameplay. Just go.
Anything else, Elias? Good turn.
No, he's gonna stay where he's at.
All right. In that case, it's the dire wolf's turn to act, and the one that you just smacked, it will attack you. Let's see how much it can move. They're actually pretty quick. They're very large and very fast. So it will get to you, and it's going to take a couple of attacks here, I believe. Let's see what it's got. Does it not have multi-attack? That's interesting.
Good.
All right. Roll a strength saving throw. As the wolf begins to... Actually, don't do that yet. I'm sorry. I think it's going to need to do that if it hits you. And your AC is pretty insane.
Alex's is higher.
Still insane. It, of course, missed you with a 19. Jesus Christ. Yeah. The wolf goes to bite at you, and it lands the bite, but your armor prevents it from penetrating the bite.
Well, you got a 19 and it missed?
Yeah.
My AC is only 18.
Shut up.
Interesting. Let's explore this. You have an additional AC of 1 on your effects right now.
That's on the effect, so I guess that's not on the character sheet. It's just in the combat tracker.
Yes. And that's because of what?
The shield, and he has like an extra 1 from the fighting style, and an extra 1 from the shield. So I guess that is 20 then. Okay.
Yay, we're tied.
How about that?
Yeah, you got an extra couple of AC on you.
Whee!
Yeah, you are extremely hard to hit, dude. And the dire wolf doesn't like it, but that's what it's dealt with. So, dire wolf number 2 is the one that is pretty injured at this point. Even more so than the one you attacked, Elias. And it is going to rush over to Alexandra and take a bite. It misses with a 19. I rolled a 14 both times. Okay, I shouldn't say that because then you know the plus. Anyways, yeah, okay. So that one misses as well. Where's number 3? There he is. He's going to attack Elias, and because he's a dire wolf and there's another dire wolf helping him out, he's going to get an advantage on that roll. So, hopefully, you don't get bit. That is a hit. The dire wolf bites into you, dealing 8 points of damage, and please make a saving throw for strength. All right. You fall down prone as it shakes you with its teeth. It rips its head back and forth and throws you to the ground. The sheer force of its bite. Let me apply the prone effect here to you. All right. Next up, another dire wolf. It runs in to attack Alexandra, and it is also going to have advantage on its roll. helped out by its friend next to it. They're using pack tactics to effectively attack you and distract you. However, they miss. One more dire wolf joins the fray. It is going to attack Jack. Let me make sure it can make it there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yes, it can run up to Jack because it has a friend next to it. Will also be able to use its pack tactics. Jack, will you be casting shield as a reaction?
Probably not.
Are you sure? Because it's going to be a hit.
I said no, so I'll stick with that.
Okay. You'll probably heal it anyway, right? 7 points of damage.
Actually, I forgot all about 7 points of damage.
And then it is Jack's turn.
He didn't do the save throw, did he?
Oh, thank you. Do a saving throw. It's a strength saving throw. And you fall prone as well. It knocks you to the ground. But it's your turn now, Jack.
How much movement does it take to get back up?
Not much.
5 feet of movement, I believe.
So I guess we need to get rid of that prone effect. Alright. You're up.
Excellent. In which case, I'm going to look at the one who just knocked me down and hit him with Eldritch Blast.
Go ahead. That would be the one right in front of you.
Or, yes, hang on. Actually, no, he's not going to. That's Tristan's.
He only wants peanut butter?
Drake only wants peanut butter.
Drake only wants peanut
What if I want peanut butter?
I want peanut butter.
Elias, did you just roll damage?
I'm good. I'm eating beef jerky. You can keep your peanut butter.
Oh, I'm yeah, sorry.
That's okay. You can do that.
Actually, what Jack is going to do is he's going to clap his hands together, and as he pulls them apart, the mist in them hardens into a solid black sword.
Excellent. It's the first time that everyone's seen this.
And then he's going to cast, and then he's going to attack the wolf with Green Flame Blade with it.
Go for it. How many chains can it jump from with Green Flame Blade right now?
Right now, just one, I believe. Also, drop a luck point.
Drop a what point? A luck point?
To reroll that attack.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I'm assuming the 10 isn't going to hit.
Great, reroll it with a luck point. That's a critical hit.
Ooh, nice.
Excellent. A critical hit.
Bye-bye, puppy.
You guys can't do this stuff because I already told you that.
What color is your blade?
The blade itself,
Yes.
I'm going
It is between gray and black.
Okay. Roll damage. All right.
Just fire. Does that get double damage as well? The
Yeah.
the Shadow Blade itself.
It did. Both of
No,
those.
that's its normal damage. It's 2d8.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, no, the effects don't.
So the fire shouldn't have been re-rolled.
I think it's fine the way it is. Shadow Blade plus Green Flame Blade.
Okay. And then the one next to it gets hit with fire. Then I'm done.
Is there damage rolled for the fire that hits the next one?
Yeah, it's just 1d8. But I need to check and see if there's a save.
Elias.
He really needs help that you can possibly.
Yeah, what's up?
I would just like to thank you for the excellent music that you've done all night.
No, no problem. It's just playlist.
Yes. And the green flame leaps to a nearby creature.
Yep.
So it gets. Okay. It's been a little while since I did that one. For all of 4 points, but still.
Okay, it looks like it applied that onto a dire wolf. Which one did it go to?
The one
It said
directly
one.
next to it.
But is that what you dragged the damage on?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yes, these wolves look like they have taken quite the beating, but they are still on their feet. You see Jack clap his hands twice and then solidify the mist, which conforms into the shape of a blade. A darker gray saber. Is it, well, or is it a, what kind of sword is this?
For Jack, it would look like a dark black rapier.
All right, a dark black rapier forms in his hands from the mist, and he plunges it deep in the chest of the direwolf in front of him. The green flames that surround the blade leap from that direwolf to the one next to it, injuring it as well. Anything else with your turn?
Nope.
All right. When it comes to Direwolf's 5's turn, your damage will heal. Alexandra, it's your turn.
Oh, goody. Well, now that they are up close and personal, time to switch back to my weapons.
All right. So you switch out your weapons real quick. Use your use item action to do that. It's no problem.
Yep. So I think I will finish off the one that we already have started to weaken.
Okay, it's the one directly south of you.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hit. Direwolf number 2.
Yeah, that's the one that we've been attacking.
I really wish my soundboard would work. Oh, there it goes. Wish granted.
A little bit delayed there, but whatever.
The direwolf howls in pain as you strike it with the whip. It almost falls over, but you see at the last moment it collects itself. It's not quite finished yet.
I need to attack it again because the dual wielding, that's with my offhand weapon.
Okay.
So that would be with the rapier. I'm going to stab it now.
That's a miss.
Well, damn.
It's okay. You get one more attack, correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually attack it this time.
That's a hit. All right. You see Alexandra crack the whip. One final smack into the beast before it yells and dies. So it is now deceased.
Good night, puppy.
Anything else with your turn?
Yep, I'm gonna get the fuck out of the way, because heaven forbid Jeeves try to do anything and get a one.
I'm not gonna shoot it.
Well, moving out of the way, you can
I'm
move
not
there
really
just
going-
fine.
Yeah, I'm not gonna move out of the way. I'm just gonna move out of Jeeves' way.
Ah, good. Good tactics. Okay. Just hit the next actor button there. All right. Mr. Jeeves, your
Yeah.
turn.
Indeed. All right.
You have an ally
Jump
within
in.
5 feet, so that would be a sneak attack.
Yeah. Let's see if I can hit it.
What are you using?
From that range. Probably bomb. Well.
Whatever does the most
Well,
damage, dude.
Yeah, I'll move up and use my let's see, my rapier.
Okay. That's a hit.
Nice.
Yeah. Rolled a 20.
All right.
Did okay.
Holy crap.
That's a lot of dice.
All right, Jeeves, you don't finish it off, but where did you stick this thing?
Same place I stuck in. I mean, no.
Wow.
Okay, as the dire wolf is attacking Alexandra, Mr. Jeeves uses his opportunity to sneak up behind it and shoves his rapier into a very critical spot of this dire wolf, dealing a massive amount of heavy damage. The wolf does not look like it can take much more of that. It looks like it may only have about a quarter of its health left. Anything else with your turn, sir?
No, I can't move anymore, can I?
Yeah.
You only used 5 feet of distance.
I'll flank it.
It's just that my Yelp doesn't work. All right.
Wow.
All right. Yeah, that really hurt. Okay, so you move into position, and if it's the end of your turn, just hit the button.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Elias.
So Elias will use his movement to stand up, of course.
Okay, you are now on your feet.
Okay. So, question about the spear. It looks like it does 1d6, and that's all the damage it does. Is that right?
If you wield it with two hands, it does with D8.
Okay, so
If you kill something with it, it gives you health.
right. So, a spear or a javelin, but it gives you HP back when you kill a monster with it.
Exactly.
Hmm.
The one next to Jack looks the weakest.
Yeah, but I don't know if I can reach it from there since I've already.
You could move next to Jack without incurring any kind of penalties and attack it easily.
Well, what's the range on the spear? Because it looks like it's a 10-foot distance.
Yeah, but still there's like another dire wolf in between him and the one in front of Jack.
I just realized it kind of looked like a stoplight. Ready on the green.
All right, so Jack will move over there next to. I mean, Elias will move next to Jack, and he's going to try to use Thunderous Smite with the new spear. He's like had a I feel like the urgency is there, and he needs to try to go ahead and use the thing.
Okay.
So first, an attack roll.
That's a miss.
Ah, okay. We'll chalk that up to him not being comfortable with it yet. So, yeah, that's it then.
All right. Next up will be the wolf. The one directly in front of Elias, actually. And it's going to attack Elias with advantage. It tries to bite you. But it misses. Next up is the one not in front of Jack, but the other one close to Elias. It also tries to bite, but it misses. And this is not good music for battle, so we'll skip this.
The game over. So.
Game over for the wolves, maybe.
Oh, why did it do that?
Play man. Have to hit reach.
I'll let you handle that. As I attack with this Direwolf number 4. And it's going to turn around because it doesn't feel leaving its butthole towards Mr. Jeeves anymore. But without advantage, it will attack Mr. Jeeves. It rolled a 19. It definitely hit. And the damage it does with its bite is a solid 10. And then it's finally the one in front of Jack Motley's space. Jack Motley, your wounds heal up. You are perfectly fine at this point. And then the direwolf makes an attack on you to bite you. It misses. Jack Motley, what would you like to do?
My turn?
Yes.
Yep.
I guess.
Yes.
Well, first, Jack is going to green flame blade at the thing again.
Jack, you hit with that attack. All right. You finished that wolf off. Would you like to describe how that happens?
Jack, taste the wyvern's flame! And whacks it in the face.
All right. You whack it in the face, and the green flames jump to the nearest dire wolf. How much damage does that do? All right.
And then Jack will drop 2 sorcery points to cast, as a reaction, Eldritch Blast.
A reaction
as
to
a bonus
what?
spell. Bonus action.
Bonus action. All right. All right, it's a hit.
That's 1.
That's a miss. That one says a lot of stuff. Oh, okay. That's damage. Huh.
Yeah, that's my own notes to myself on how to cast the damn thing, because Fantasy Grounds is wonderful, but it's still not quite 100% to everything. But
Well, it's fine. The more notes, the better. I like that it allows notes like that. That's great.
yeah, that's
okay.
why, because it knows that it's woefully inaccurate to the many nuances that are going to happen in the base game, let alone the homebrew rule.
All right. So that dire wolf is still on its feet. Is that the end of your actions?
I am out of actions. Actually, now I'm done.
All right. Alexandra, it's your turn.
I'm gonna finish off this one attacking my butler.
Finish it off.
Or not.
Okay.
Never mind.
With that miss, you find yourself recovering to where you can't quite get your other attacks in. Sorry.
That's fine.
Nice stumble.
Mr. Jeeves, your turn.
Alright, allow me. Hopefully. Wait.
You are flanking it, so you will have
right?
advantage.
Yeah.
Actually, before you do anything, Alexander, why don't you take one more roll? You would have, I think, advantage for flanking a creature like that.
Yes, you would.
Go ahead
You have advantage.
and roll another roll. All right.
Wow.
That's a hit. All right. Alexandra finishes off that other wolf. Would you like to add anything to that description?
Just that she swings the new Sorrowful Misery whip high above her head, and with a deafening crack, it splits across the backside of the wolf, and it falls down dead.
Excellent. One less thing to worry about. You still have a bit of movement and stuff left if you want to do anything with your turn.
Yeah, she's gonna move up next to Elias and help defend him.
Okay. Mr. Jeeves, you're up.
Yes. I'm gonna go around
Good idea.
to here. Alright.
That's a hit.
Alright.
Woo! Look at that damage.
Damn, I only got a couple ones.
Still, even with a couple of ones, 24 damage. That dire wolf looks almost as bad as the one next to it.
Okay.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right. After Mr. Jeeves severely rapiers this dire wolf, I see that you got on the other side of it. That happened without me paying attention. Did you have enough movement to get around it without getting outside of its threatening range? I mean, you
I
could.
crossed straight through. So I haven't left either one's 5-foot zone.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, Elias, your turn.
Well done, Jeeves.
Thank you, ma'am.
That was perfect in the Discord chat window, by the way. So I did exclamation point, don't be a dick, and then the bot started playing again.
It recognizes this command.
All right.
Exclamation point, don't be a dick is now a default bot command.
Okay, so I'm going to try to just normal attack the direwolf one with spear. Do I get advantage on that because we're surrounding it?
Direwolf number 1. I will say that yes, because Jeeves is on the other side. If you move a little bit to your left, it's without a doubt flanking. It's a hit.
Wow, the dice just totally glitched on my screen when I saw them roll.
Yeah, same here.
It landed on a 15 and then magically changed to an 18.
Yeah.
Hey, I think I got it.
Yes. Thrusting your spear into the wolf, you see its life expire, and you feel a sudden rush of vitality through the spear into your being as you are healed.
Wow.
So you can apply that effect now.
And how would I do that?
How much does it heal? Let's see.
It's
2d6.
So just roll 2d6 in the chat window and
That's right.
drag it onto Elias or something?
Well, just roll 2d6. We'll worry about the rest of it later. Alright, so 5. So you had 8 hit points. You have 3, wound points. 3 wound points left. As that healed you. And Direwolf 1 has howled its last howl. I would like to do that death howl. Yes, thank you. Alright. Elias, anything else in your turn?
As Elias sinks the spear into the wolf, he kind of leans with the spear still in the wolf. He's kind of holding it there and shaking his head before he eventually... And that is the end of his turn.
Alright. The only direwolf that is left, seeing that the rest of its pack is broken, and as wounded as it is going to continue to fight. It turns itself on Mr. Jeeves and bites at him.
I was hoping it would attack me.
However, Mr. Jeeves is able to strike first with advantage. Go ahead.
What? How did I do that?
He probably rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Okay. With advantage?
Yes. Critical hit.
Wow. Goodbye, puppy.
With sneak attack?
Yes.
Goodbye, puppy.
Oh!
Oh, wow. Oh my god.
Overkill.
Whoa,
Okay.
that's a lot.
The dire wolf rears its bear-sized body towards Mr. Jeeves and lunges at him with its mouth open wide. Mr. Jeeves extends his rapier into the mouth, reaching his arm to where it's far past the teeth of the beast. He has skewered the beast as it gurgles its final howl. Good job, Mr. Jeeves.
Bravo, G.
Man, I'm over here doing 7 damage and gee, more dice than I'm doing damage, man.
That
is awesome.
is
That's
crazy. 35 points on that critical hit. And there was even
Like,
a
you
1
rolled
and
that well
several
against Rod.
2s. Cripes, man, that's
That's a lot
insane.
of twos.
1d8 plus
New plan,
46
everybody. We're gonna flank Strahd from now on.
plus 4.
I just need to find a way to get criticals more.
That bastard will never let us flank him.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, the battle calms, and you can continue on your way.
Yay.
May we please resume saving the world?
Absolutely. All right, so you can close that battle map. And
Mr.
Go
Mr.
ahead.
Jeeves, hold a moment. Let me heal you.
Thank you, sir.
So he'll get a level 1 cure wounds. Here we go.
Oh, nice.
Man, that's a lot. Plus 8.
Yeah.
Might not be good at hurting people, but I'm good at healing people, so that's good.
It
Yes.
seems we've all improved a great deal.
All right. You continue your way then. You manage to get across the bridge and about to here. And then someone steps out of the woods and they say, "Hello, traveler. Don't see many people on this road."
You're not Strahd, are you?
No, I'm not Strahd.
How about a werewolf?
I know that werewolves exist in this land, but I have seen none.
How about a crazy mage or any other number of odd things?
I am a simple hunter.
The last ones of those we met were werewolves.
Yes. You cannot trust a werewolf. Roll an insight check, Jack.
Were you by chance the man who set the trap just a short ways from here?
Indeed, that was me. I was trying to catch a wolf. Do you have my trap? I notice it's missing.
I don't believe we do. Elias looks over at Jack.
Jack, you have a feeling he's lying.
Dun,
You're-
dun, dun.
You're pretty sure when you said flat out, "Are you a werewolf?" He was surprised by what you had said.
Jack holds up the silver short sword. So I got this silver sword here. And I'm pretty sure you're to wear something or other. I'm not threatening you. I just want you to understand that I'm pretty sure you're a wear thing.
That is quite an accusation to make, stranger.
Not all wear things are bad.
Of course. I would agree. Not that I am a weird thing, but perhaps there are other creatures that are friendly that can shapeshift. Those are the ones that I hunt, of course. Those that are not good. Do you have my trap?
I thought you just said that you hadn't seen any werewolves, yet you hunt them?
Yes, I hunt all wolves.
Mm-hmm.
He starts running. He begins running into the woods.
Of course. Can
Actually,
Alex
how
try to
far away
trip
is he
him?
right this second?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can Alex trip him?
He's too far away for you to trip him.
Damn.
How far away, foot-wise?
He's about 20 feet away.
Okay. Into his brain, with awakened mind, suggestion. I suggest you slow down
You're casting
and
a
explain
spell?
yourself. Uh-huh.
Let me look suggestion up. Give me some music, Brent.
He gets a save at DC 14, Wisdom.
Okay.
All right.
All right, let's see. Suggestion. Concentration. Verbal and material. Snake's tongue. Either a bit of honeycomb or a drop of sweet oil. I'll assume you have these prepared. Range 30 feet. That's within range. As he starts running away, before he gets into the woods, I say that you can cast this. You suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two, which you did. Let's see. What was exactly you said to him?
I suggest you slow down and explain yourself.
All right. Let me see what his will save is. He doesn't understand the voice that's in his head. He doesn't know to talk back to it or not. But he slows down.
Well, that's half effective. How fast is he going now? He's going fast enough for us to catch him, right?
Yeah, you think you could catch up to him if you really tried.
Look at everyone. Get in front of him. Don't make any hostile actions.
I'll need perception checks from everyone.
Oh.
Ooh, a 23. Two 23s. Alright. You don't notice anything in particular. It looks like he is alone. And as you guys kind of triangulate on this this werewolf, you can catch up to him. Jack, how many commands will he respond to in that spell?
Literally just what I told him to.
Okay, so he begins to explain himself? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Huh. I wonder to what extent he would explain himself. Let me think about this.
So that's up to you. Suggestion is either the most powerful or least powerful spell in the game, depending on how the DM responds.
Well, I definitely don't want it to be overpowered, but you certainly deserve a reward for your cunning thinking here. He says, "Fine, you understand I'm a werewolf. I was sent here to keep an eye out for travelers on the road. Take what I can. Keep a wary eye out for any that look like they may come and try to disturb the rest of the pack."
And are you evil?
What is evil?
Do you eat people when you don't have to?
You don't understand the call of the beast.
I don't understand the call of the wolf. I understand the call of the crow.
Then you're one of those ravens.
Yes.
You are the ones they warned us about that would be coming for us.
I don't know. Does your leader look like this? Minor illusion of the scarred man.
Silence him. He's going to call the pack.
Don't be hasty. She's bad cop. It's okay.
He looks at her, and then she looks back at you and at the illusion of the scarred man. And you know that he's explained himself as much as he needs to. He doesn't answer you.
Are you going to warn your pack?
Are you going to slay me
Because we're
where I
very proud.
stand?
Considering we're on our way to kill them. If we have to, yes. If not, I'm content to let you leave the other way. Or probably put you in a place to where you can't get out for a while, and then, you know,
Why do
then
you
go
wish
kill the
to
rest
kill
of your
us?
pack. Well, that guy there, he's an asshole, and I have business with him.
And if it was just him?
Somewhere where things are good, somewhere things are bad.
You will not let us all live. You will try to slay us all. The whole pack.
No,
I
we
won't.
wouldn't.
I only have business with the one.
And his business is our business.
I don't believe you. I would rather die here than put the pack at risk.
Alexander isn't bluffing, by the way, just saying.
I don't care if you live or die. You've done nothing to me. I can't prove you've done anything to anyone else. You didn't absolutely have to because you were hungry or scared or something else. Somewhere things are good, some are bad. Some only do what they have to. This one killed a friend of mine, killed a father figure of mine, and he is going to die for that. Or explain himself very harshly under some very trying circumstances. I expect tears. But he's the only one I have business with.
My name is Renove. To whom do I have the pleasure?
Pleasure to see you, Renove. My name is Jack Motley.
Alexandra Belmont.
Elias Asher.
Do not wish to risk the entire safety of the pack. If you will let me leave, I will tell you where you can meet someone, not me. And you can discuss a parley further. Yeah, as far as you can tell, he's telling the truth.
Shit.
Alexandra, you're pretty sure that he is willing to parley with you as long as you don't follow him.
As we told you, we have no business with you. Nor with the rest of your pack, for that matter.
You know Kresk?
We do.
We do.
There's a hill north of Kresk. Meet at the top of the hill at the deepest, darkest hour of the night.
Kresk at midnight, when the shadows swallow the moon. Got it.
If I could only see the shadows swallow the moon, it would mean that I would see the moon once again.
Sorry.
He doesn't say anything more. He just slowly starts to begin to walk off to the east, into the woods.
Wave bye pleasantly. Lovely to meet you.
Thank
Renaud.
you. Renaud.
He does not respond. Alright, you can only assume he is taking a really roundabout path to the place that you are already headed. What would you like to do?
I'm content to kill as few people as possible. What do the rest of you think?
I think it sounds very much like he's leading us into a trap to ambush us.
Oh, good. That could be fun too.
Meeting at the
I'm
deepest
not quite so
hour
sure.
meeting at the deepest, darkest hour at the place where he has his buddies doesn't sound like a great idea.
Alexander?
I'm not quite so sure it will be a trap. He did seem sincere when he just wanted to get away. He seemed quite content to leave with his own life.
Perhaps, Jack, you could meet them in the air. get to you if you could see their intentions from above and then confirm what they're doing before you actually meet with them. Reconnaissance, as it were.
I think a reconnaissance could be arranged.
Anyone else?
Anyone else?
Ow, that was
Jeeves.
my toe.
He is pretty shifty, but
You're pretty shifty. We still love you.
true.
Yeah.
I would say I don't lead us into traps, but I kind of do sometimes, so I'm not gonna say that.
She just eyes him and. What about the vampires in Valaki?
Oh, what's done is done, right?
Yeah.
So to the north of Kresk.
Yep.
We have quite a bit of time until that.
Yeah, it's pretty early in the day.
Do we have any other business then, gentlemen?
I don't think so.
How long would it take to get to the Wizard of Wines, and would they part with more alcohol for Kresk? It wouldn't hurt to garner favor with the town.
You don't think that
Speaking
it
of-
would take long to get there? All those other questions are outside of my hands.
Oh, speaking of Wizards of Wine, do we know of what's the status of the other gems? Like we returned one. One seems to be in the possession of Strahd. Was there another?
There are 3, yes.
There are 3.
Yeah, I remember that much.
And Strahd does have 1, and we fixed 1, but we have no idea where the last one is.
Right.
Uh,
That's just another. Oh.
out of character, just remind me why you think Strahd has one.
You mentioned it.
What'd I say?
I think it was.
ages ago.
I think it was an assumption that he had it because it was missing.
I'm pretty sure he mentioned it ages ago during one of the sessions.
Well, if you can dig that up and let me know, that'd be great. You can do
Definitely.
that some other time that we're not playing. But
Yeah, not right now.
I'm just gonna say I don't recall that. So it may or may not be true depending on whatever you find.
It wouldn't surprise me, to be honest, but I will dig through the session because I'm pretty sure you mentioned it. But
Yeah.
anyway, back to the game.
Yeah, you found one in Winter Splinter and returned that one. That's the one that they're currently making wine with.
Right.
And then the others, as far as I know, unless I'm wrong, you have no idea.
The place that we met the witch at is not far from here as well. The first time we talked to her.
Yester Hill?
Right, yesterday. The southwest of here, I believe.
Are you saying we should head there again?
Well, I'm not certain, but we do have kind of a shaky partnership with her, and I don't know the exact location of the mountain site where we would do the verification.
Do you think she'd be inclined to help us now that her sister is free?
It's possible, though I'm not exactly to working with her again.
It's better than working with Carmilla.
And if she attacks us, well, shrug.
Indeed. We did meet Strong well, and she told us that he liked to hang out around there, so that could be dangerous as well.
I doubt he'll be there this time.
Same here.
Now that you said that, Mike's going to ensure that he's there.
I worry about that, but, well, Jack just said it, so.
I will go where you wish to go, gentlemen. I have nothing to do.
As I recall, both places are within an easy walking distance of each other. Let's go see the Witch of Yester Hill when during the daylight, and then go and see the Mardikovs.
The Mardikovs, on distance-wise, they're closer than the witch, but you could do that in that order if you'd wish. Just want to make that clear. When you're backtracking, you can visit the Mardikovs at the Wizard of Wines, or you could hit them first. It's up to you.
I like the idea of dealing with the witch in the daylight. What about the rest of you?
You know that
we have
either way
plenty
you
of
go,
daylight.
daylight would still be plentiful. Unless the Mardikovs, for some reason, kept you for a long time.
Or we could hit the Mardikovs first. If they're on the way, let's go ahead and hit them up first.
That sounds fun.
Indeed.
All right.
All right.
One moment.
I'm getting about ready to wrap up though. I don't know about you guys.
Never.
Yeah, it is a bit late. I just got so many technical problems. I wanted to extend it.
And for me right now, it's only 9:19. And I'll be awake until 3 in the morning anyway. But I doubt the rest of you are going to be.
It's approaching midnight here.
Oh yeah, you're in California now. I forgot about that.
12:20 here.
Oh boy, I'm sorry, April.
Why
Yeah.
are you sorry? Dude, I'm usually up till about 3 a.m. my time anyway.
Do you
She
have
doesn't
to
sleep.
work?
Yes.
What time do you go to work?
2 to 8.
2 in.
I'm the one who sleeps 2 hours a night regardless.
2 p.m. to 8 p.m. I never open the day after a session. My boss knows better. I will kill her.
Yeah.
Well, that's glorious. Just thank you. I'm glad that you have your priorities right. I hope I will always be able to do such things, but it is late for me too. So let's go ahead and wrap it up. Next session, we will see the Wizards of Wines will reunite with the witch, and then when it is the darkest hour of the night, something's gonna happen.
Uh-oh.
Yay.
Oh lord, it's gonna be another Strahd encounter.
We'll see you then. Thanks, everyone.
He didn't deny it!
Yeah.
Fuck!
If it's Strahd, Jack's leaving.
Jack's just gonna be like, nope.
Sorry, Strahd, but that's a big old nope copter. I'm gonna get on my nope cycle here and nope the fuck out of here.
All right, guys. Bye.